You've probably seen the postings, and there's a good chance you'll see more. The City of Camas is in hiring mode. However, a question that's constantly raised in public, does the city have the money for these positions? The simple answer is yes. Look at it this way. Camas is growing. I mean, we already knew that to a certain extent, but Camas is really growing. We're seeing higher amounts of home construction and an influx of people from other parts of Washington and from other states. And that's not a bad thing. With growth comes opportunity. According to City of Camas Finance Director Kathy Huber-Nickerson, one area not keeping up with the growth, the number of people on the city's payroll.
So basically, we're still a small city staff, wearing multiple hats. We're designed to serve a city of 10K, and now we're approaching 26,000 as of last year. Could be higher once the census numbers are in. And so obviously people might be seeing that the service delivery is a little less than what they have experienced in recent years, and that's most likely due to the number of people that have moved to the community.
Many factors play into that. The recent COVID pandemic and general work attrition are a couple. For example, during the pandemic, Camas, like most cities, put a freeze on hiring, minus extremely essential positions. Additionally, people retire, move on to other positions. And while these singularly aren't that big of an impact, when combined, it doesn't take an HR director to see that more bodies is the key to a higher quality of service. There's also how you compare to other cities.
Part of the struggle is that all cities have a little bit different service levels, expectations from the community, and then different types of facilities or infrastructure. Camas is I tell people a lot of times it's a very big little city. We do almost everything you can think of, from the maintenance world at least, including picking up our own garbage, which is something that most agencies in the state don't do. And so that's just one more activity that we loaded on top of ourselves, basically. So anytime you see new growth going on, whether it's a subdivision or a commercial development, or you see a public works project happening out on the street, for example, or in the parks, those are all projects that bring new infrastructure to the city. And so anytime you see that, that means that we have more infrastructure to maintain. And we don't just maintain it one time, we have to maintain it forever. So those are all instances where our maintenance levels increase and we need to bring more staff on to be able to keep up with things.
That makes sense. If 5 people are needed to maintain a city of 10, then 10 people are needed to maintain a city of 20, and you scale up as you go. But it's not that simple, as you need money to pay for these positions. And as citizen dollars are important, and we want to make sure they're being used to maximum capacity, that's where good financial management comes into play.
So we went into COVID with a surplus, but we were also at that time, because the city was growing very quickly, we also recognized we needed to save some of that money to get us over to the next recession. Recessions happen typically in 6-year cycles, so we were preparing for that. And then COVID hit, and we had no idea what that was going to do to us economically. So what we did is we froze our spending and froze staffing positions. We did have a lot of economic activity that really maintained, if not exceeded, where we were pre-COVID.
So there you have it. The City of Camas is hiring, and we're going to continue to hire for important positions. So keep an eye out for your friends or for you, because ultimately we want to provide the best customer service possible. And this is just one of the many ways we can do that.